Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bob. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, I think
All
he
right,
gets the point.
enough of that.
That's-
Somebody told us you are 60.
We asked people what do they think of when they hear the name Tim Buttrey, and this is what they said in no particular order.
Happy birthday, Tim! Happy 60th!
Good, Tim. When I think of you, I think of magic. I hope you have a happy birthday, Magic Tim. Happy birthday, Magic Tim.
You're 60 years young. Happy birthday, Tim.
Hey Tim, happy birthday.
When we think of you, we think of a jack of all trades. There isn't much you cannot do.
Except for beat me at horse.
You're smart,
You're athletic.
you're caring, but most of all, you're magical. And you don't look a day over 30. Happy birthday. See you soon.
Hey Tim, it's Lori. Just wanted to wish you a very happy 60th birthday. Hoping the start of the next decade is a great one for you. And when I think of you, Tim, I think of Harry the magician and the super card tricks that you do and how entertaining you are. I think of a guy who has a great sense of humor and is very quick-witted. Love being in your company. You're always a lot of fun to be around. But I think the main thing I think about you is what a devoted husband and a devoted father you are to your kids and grandkids. I think you love unconditionally, and I feel like that is very much your best attribute. So glad that you're in our family and part of our family, Tim. We love you, and happy 60th birthday.
The first word I think of when I think of my dad is my hero, my role model, someone I've always looked up to. He's always given me the best advice and supported me no matter what. He's the best dad any son could possibly ask for, and I hope to be half the man he is someday. I love you, Dad. Happy 60th birthday.
Big
How can
6-0.
you be 60?
And I hope it snows so I can walk in your yard, Tim, and do a big 6-0.
You look like you're 40.
What do you think of when you hear the word Tim Buttrey?
Bob doing magic tricks with us.
What else do you like about Bob?
He teaching me the piano.
Anything you want to tell him for his birthday?
Happy birthday, Bob.
Happy birthday, Tim. What do I think of when I think of you? I remember early on in my days of joining the IS group, I was struggling with some of the humor and understanding what people were getting at, and you reflected for a moment on a ride and you said, typically we are wise guys, but occasionally we cross the boundary into being wise. Sorry for the language there. And in this case, you said probably crossed the line, reflected on it, and that helped me just understand the group dynamics a little bit better. So I appreciate that about you, and welcome to the world of 60. And I guess now you're not just a wise guy, but you're an old wise guy. So happy birthday.
Speedo! Can you see me? Can you hear me? You're 60 now. Okay, good. Hey, happy birthday, brother, to one of the toughest riders, one of my favorite members of the peloton, a true scholar athlete. But one thing that I will always cherish and will never do without you is that a little European travel. Love being your co-pilot. You are a gem behind the wheel. My favorite memory is that time we were riding in France, and as your co-pilot, I saw a sign that said maximum height 4 meters, bridge coming up. And you said, well, this van's probably about 5 meters, but I don't see any police, so let's go on. That's the kind of guy you are. I love you. Happy birthday. You're the best.
I think of one of the nicest human beings I know. I'm very proud to call you my brother-in-law. You're the best partner I ever had at the games we play.
Nice correction.
Right. And because we win most of the time.
Oh.
I know I'm
not going to
burden for
argue
you
on
and
video.
you put up with
It's
me.
okay.
I think of you, Tim, as the first word that comes to mind is selflessness. How you do stuff for everybody and you put everybody else before you. I just think that's something to look up to, and your kindness and how patient you are. I think there are qualities that not many people have anymore. And I think that you and Kay are a good match. I think you complement each other. And it's hard to believe that you're 60 because you move around like you're 30, which makes me feel bad. I'm very happy to call you my brother-in-law, and I do wish you a happy birthday.
When you hear the word Tim Boutry, what do you think of?
Bop.
Bop, and who else?
Spider-Man.
What do you love the most about Bop?
When he does magic tricks.
Whoa, say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hey, Tim. Speed. Heard you're turning 60. Well, isn't that great? What do you think about us people in our 50s who can't hang on to your wheel in a pace line? How about slowing down a little in your older years? Do me a favor. Well, I know that's not going to happen. That's why I'm out here in January, riding my bike, trying to get better. Thanks for inspiring me. Happy birthday, Tim.
When I think of Speedo, the first thing that comes to mind, hands down, is a guy telling jokes while we're climbing hills on the bicycles. And I think that's probably a good metaphor for Speed, a guy who knows how to look on the lighter side of life, no matter how uphill the going gets. I also think of a guy who at age 60 is a better athlete than most guys half his age, which I think says something about his dedication and perseverance, which I believe, based on everything I can see, he takes into all areas of his life. But mostly I think of just a great all-around guy, a guy who loves life and loves his family, and it's just fun to be around. Speedo, it's been an honor knowing you for as long as I have. I can say I've ridden in at least 2 different decades with you. Look forward to riding in the 3rd one. Here's wishing you all the best on this major milestone. I hope you're riding as strong when you exit this decade coming up as when you enter it. Happy birthday.
Hey Dad, happy birthday. When I think of you, there are so many different things I could pick. It's hard to narrow it down because you really are the jack of all trades, isn't he? But the one thing that I keep coming back to is sacrificial love. There's the verse in the Bible that says, love your neighbor as yourself. And you do that unlike anyone else I know. You are just willing to drop anything that you have going on to help other people in need. And it's such a blessing to us, but it's also such an inspiration and an example for us to really live up to, because you are so selfless when it comes to your time, to your love. You were just willing to give it to anyone, and we are so appreciative, and we love you, and we hope you have a great birthday. Say bye, Bob. Say bye-bye.
Oh, Tim, happy birthday.
Tina, I don't mean to interrupt, but Tim is such a polite guy and so gracious, right? I mean, he's always the consummate polite guy. But I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
He's a loyal friend.
And he's pretty smart, too. I mean, the guy is amazing. He's done things at Bell Labs that, you know, are unheard of. He's world-renowned. He's smart. He's a photographer that does really creative things. So it's amazing. Please go ahead.
He's a friend for all times.
Yeah, and he's funny too. I mean, the guy is just hilarious. The hijinks that we've been together through the years we've known him, it's just amazing. Please, go ahead, Tina.
So anyway, he's a great traveler. He's a comic, and
Yeah,
he's always got a magic trick to show you.
And he's athletic too, right? And it's just amazing how he can perform on the bike, and he's a runner. And he's always in great shape. It's just amazing. But he never interrupts. But go ahead.
He's so positive. He's a loving husband. He's a great dad. He's even a great guy to be a grandfather and a great father-in-law. And we just love you, Tim. And so we just wanted to send you this well wishes. And I know it's been a tough past few weeks for you. And I just hope that
That's true. He's a great son. I look up to him for that. Go ahead.
So anyway, not to be interrupted again, we love you, we miss you, and come down and spend winter here with us. Happy birthday, Tim.
When I think of Tim, I think of smart, happy, funny, athletic, polite, and
Very
most of
polite.
all, a really good friend. Happy birthday, Tim.
Hi, Tim. I just want to tell you happy birthday, but then I want to tell you how much I appreciate you, Tim. I don't think God made somebody so special as you, and I'm so thankful that you're part of our family, Tim. And I appreciate you so much where you're always there for our needs. And I just say happy birthday and have a great day.
Well, when I think of Tim, I just always think of selflessness. How you really, Tim, don't think of yourself, but you always put other people first. And for that, we're grateful when we're a lot of times the other people. And just your pleasantness, how it's always easy to be around you. You're always in a good mood. And I know you said I never saw you at work, so I get it. There has to be times you're not in a good mood, but we have never experienced it. And we always call you the magician, and there's just so much about you that is so wonderful and so different from anybody else. Plus, you are so loyal. You can always be counted on. Without you, our lives would not really be complete. You just complete our lives, really. You're closer than the sun could be, and we just appreciate you so much and love you and would do anything for you. And we know you would always do anything for us because you have. So, plus you entertain us. That's a plus. Above all else that you are, it's just good to be around you and be entertained and be in your company. Wish you the very best birthday ever, and can't say enough how much we love you.
So what I did is I wrote down all the letters of your name and thought of the word of each letter that comes to mind when I think of you.
And for Tim's sake, thank God you only got 3 letters.
No, I wrote Tim Boutry.
Oh, but at least you're...
All right, let me get started. You're prolonging
sorry.
it. Okay. So for T, I put tenacious because you are always determined and you will stick to accomplishing everything you will want to accomplish until you accomplish it. You stick to anything you start and always succeed. For the I put impeccable. You are flawless, or as close to flawless as someone can possibly get. For the M, magnanimous. You are unbelievably generous and you would go out of your way for anyone.
Is that a
and
new
I
word?
mean anyone. You don't know that one, honey?
No, never
Magnanimous.
heard of that one.
You gonna
That's
use
a
it
good
now?
one. I'll
You gonna
use
try
it
and
tomorrow.
Okay. So for the B in Boutry, I have bright, and I mean that
Oh, yeah.
two ways.
Smartest person I know.
Yeah, I mean that in 2 ways. You are bright in the intelligence sense, that's for sure. You're definitely the smartest person I know. And I don't mean to give you a big head. Also, you're just a bright light. And that's just, to anybody that's around you, you're always just a source of brightness. And that's the truth. You're just always pleasant, always upbeat, always helpful.
Speaking of that, I never saw
And-
him in a bad mood.
No, I don't think so
I don't,
either. No,
ever.
He'll tell us different, but we don't
Yeah.
believe it.
Maybe
So,
Kay will tell us
Yeah. For the U, I actually have a W, and not a W in the letter W, but 2 U's. Uber unbelievable, because Uber is great, and that is you. Unbelievable just speaks for itself. You're just, I don't know, unbelievable. That's just a great word to describe you. The T, I have tricky, because we all know how tricky you are. And
Harry.
Yes, Harry definitely does the best tricks out there.
Yes, he does.
R is ready. I have ready. You're just always ready to go, always ready to help, always ready to lend a hand or anything. You're a gamer, you're ready for anything. I have interesting, because I think you are super interesting. I think your intelligence is interesting. I think that some of the useless knowledge you have is even interesting. And I hate to call it that. I guess really no knowledge is useless. The E, I have encouraging, because I just think you are always encouraging. And I think that you just try to bring the best to everybody that is around you. And I just think You're one of the best people that we're blessed to know, Tim.
I agree.
And I wish you the happiest of birthdays. And I just, I hope your 60th year is the best one yet, and I hope the best is yet to come. We love you so much and appreciate you more than you'll know.
And you're only getting these videos every 10 years.
We love you, and we wish you a happy birthday, Tim.
And if you see a 60 in your yard, it's me.
Hi, Tim. First of all, I want to wish you a happy 60th birthday. When I was asked about, what I think about when I think of Tim Buttrey, 2 words came to mind. One was selfless, and then the other one is gracious giver. And I think, since I've known you, you've always been a very selfless person. I can recall many times where, you would stop over our house, right after work or late in the evening if we had an issue with our furnace or if we had a leak coming from the roof. And I always feel like you're very giving, and you give of your time, graciously without, ever seeming to want anything in return for it. And, for those things, I thank you. And again, I wish you a happy 60th birthday, and I hope that God gives you the desires of your heart.
Hi, Tim. 祝你生日快乐 Happy birthday!
So, what words come to mind, Steve, when you think of Tim Buttrey?
Yeah, I think you are the most intelligent and smart man.
Happy birthday, Tim. Hope you have the best 60th birthday and that you feel the love from across the miles. My word for you is exuberant, and it's because everything that you do, you're pretty much the most exuberant person that I know. Whether it be your family and raising your family, your work, your exercise, your biking, even your magic tricks. Everything you do has such exuberance, and your smile and your personality and your love for life just brightens up any room. And we feel so blessed to have known you for the last 30 years and just feel that it is a gift from God. And we are very, very grateful for that. And we hope you have the best birthday and lots of love from South Carolina.
What words come to mind when I think about Tim Buttrey? Smart, motivated, family man, fast. In our household, Otis refers to him as the goofball due to all of his fantastic magic tricks at work. Happy birthday, Speed. Hope you live 60 more, buddy.
What can I say about Tim Buttrey? First of all, he's my mentor, and he has been for 20 years now. He's obviously a really smart guy, and I think most importantly, he knows how to prioritize what's important in life. Wishing nothing but the happiest of birthdays with many more to come. Carpe diem, my friend.
Did you put that thing on me again? It looks like saying look He's playing the piano, which means...